But
Hi guys, it's me again, and today we're going to be talking about some drama. We're going to be discussing the new games that got announced at the Game Awards, and I watched the show. I thought it was great. I had a good time, but a lot of people didn't. And guess what? It's for the two main games that got announced there, The Witcher 4 and also Intergalactic. Now, both of these games, I think, had a lot of discourse surrounding them, and we're going to talk about that discourse. And we're also going to talk about what that discourse implies with people that have become increasingly against
hey, yo, Asmongold, I thought you just cleaned your house, bro. What the hell?
and at war with reality. And this, every single time that reality hits them in the face, there are a lot of Twitter threads about it because people are not happy. And guess what? If you spend all day on the internet, you usually have a distorted view of what the world looks like. And even to a certain extent, I'm sure so do I, but it seems like these people are even worse than I am. So anyway, let's go ahead and at the beginning, I want to talk about one thing before we get into either of the games, actually. Let's talk about subjective opinions. So anybody cannot like or like a video game for whatever reason that they want. They don't have to justify this. They don't have to explain it. They don't have to debate it or argue it with anybody else. So if you do or you don't like any video game, you should never feel like you're obligated to defend that opinion or not, because it is your own subjective opinion and you have every right to it and nobody can take that away from you.
I disagree. I disagree. I vehemently, I absolutely disagree. If you're gonna make your opinion public, you have to defend it. Damn that. Especially if you have a platform. Especially if you have 1,000 followers on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and you out here throwing out opinions, you need to defend it. Period. What's going on, Zaveri? How you doing? Person in the chat. I see you, Sebrew, Martiano. I see you, DJ Energy. I mean DJ Energy. I'm sorry. What?
You what?
Let's keep going.
So I just want to make that very clear because there have been so many people talking about how, oh, well, this person shouldn't be.
No, Hypno, I won't. I refuse. I refuse. I screwed it up one time. I'm not going to do it again.
You shouldn't care about this. Well, guess what? Some people do. Too fucking bad. Anyway, let's talk about The Witcher 4. Now, The Witcher 4, with Witcher 3, one of the best-selling games in the last 10 years, had a male protagonist. The new game has a female protagonist. If you understand the story, which at least I kind of do, I understand at least enough of it to see why the new female protagonist is the one carrying on the story. Now, this, however, has caught a lot of people off guard, and it's frustrated a lot of people because I think that there has been a growing trend that people are observing of genres and different IPs that have had a male lead that's being replaced by a female lead. And
I agree with that. Now, from what I understand, it absolutely, story-wise, it makes absolute sense that Siri is taking the story forward. If it was not for all of this woke stuff happening in the last few years, this would be a nothing burger because everybody already expected this, or for the most part expected this. It's the fact that every other game wants to do this so bad. And now The Witcher 4 is getting blowback for it, and I don't agree with it.
I think also, this is, again, it goes into my first point about people being at war with reality, because I've got to tell you guys, gender is a massive barrier with relatability. It just is. And it doesn't mean that's the case with everybody. I'm sure there's going to be people that, can't understand abstract ideas, so they have to comment and say, that's not what I think. Well, that's nice. But I think that in a general sense it is. I think gender is a massive barrier to relatability. So if you take a character that people relate to and they can see themselves in, and you change its gender, you do fuck with a lot of people's vision of the game and of the story. I think that's just how it is. And you can disagree with that, but that doesn't mean that it's going to go away. I think it is very, very, very much the truth.
Hold on really quick. Hypnotic says that's not true. It will 100% still be a big burger. She's not a Witcher. Let me tell y'all right now, I'm not finna argue with no actual Witcher lore people. Absolutely not. Whatever they say goes. If they say Ciri was originally a man and I don't know, I'm not gonna argue with it. Okay. I got to go back and do the research myself and see what actually happened before I can argue with anybody. I'm damn sure not finna argue with Hypno about it. If he say it would have been a issue, then delete everything I just said. It never happened.
And so a lot of people are unhappy about this. And they also thought that Ciri is uglier, because if you compare her model in game for The Witcher 4, for The Witcher 3, and then you look at The Witcher 4, she does look a bit older, and it's a CGI trailer, so there's a lot more detail put into it. It looks more realistic. Now, my personal opinion, I have actually personally dated a Polish girl with a big nose. So I think that she's funny. But
I've never dated a Polish girl. I might need to put that on the to-do list. I've never dated a Polish girl. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't get with y'all on the whole. Now, does she look objectively less attractive than she did when she was younger? Yeah. I look like yeah. There was no Botox back then, guys. No makeup, right? Like, I mean, let's just keep it a P, right? But she's not unattractive, bro. Like, y'all are smoking that crack. Y'all are doing more booger sugar than me.
that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else does. If you think she's ugly, you don't want to play the game because of that, that's fine. That's whatever. I personally don't think so, and I think that CD Projekt Red has earned a degree of my trust with how well they've handled Cyberpunk and also The Witcher 3, that I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to really, really hope that the game is in fact actually good. So we'll have to wait until we see her in-game model and we see a little bit more of the story before I go ahead and start complaining and crying about this all too much. So there's that. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the growing issue with a lot of games that are adding characters that are unattractive, unappealing, and unlikable. And oftentimes it's all three, unfortunately, but many times it's in fact just one. And so what's happened is that I think that a lot of studios have fallen prey to this idea that players and people want to have realistic characters. I don't actually think that this is true. I think that this is a media narrative that's created by journalists and it's created by people that write about video games, talk about them. But the truth is that I think most people, they actually do care about what a character looks like to an extent. And
Dude, as I've said multiple times before, easy on the eyes and sex sales have been phrases that have been tossed around the entertainment space for a millennia. You just can't get people to care about characters that's hard for them to look at. I'm sorry. Now, if it's a comedy, that makes sense because people understand they're supposed to laugh at you. So yes, Danny DeVito and Jack Black works in comedies. You cannot put Danny DeVito or Jack Black in a Superman costume and say, go save the world, because people are going to laugh. A lot of women would rather stay in that burning building and wait for Spider-Man to swing by before they let a fat ass Superman swing by and save them. You know what, nigga, I'll stay in the burning building a little bit longer. Call Peter Parker. I'm just saying. Hypnotic says women cannot survive the trial of grasses. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's talking to Martiano. Okay. Adults also can't survive, hence why they did it to young boys. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I agree with all of that. Yeah, we went over that.
The people that don't care are irrelevant anyway, because let's go ahead and use a little bit of logic. So why would you ever put a ugly character in a video game? Well, I think that this serves no one. I don't think it serves anybody. Because for all the people that don't care whether the character looks good or not, well then those people are going to play or not play the game anyway, and the reasoning for that is going to be completely independent of the character's appearance. And for the people that are going to play a game or do care about a character's appearance, and they use that as a criteria of whether they like the character or not, and by the way, a lot of people say that people don't do this. If people didn't do this, microtransaction cosmetics would not be making billions of dollars, okay?
Oh, like shit. Oh, shit. Did you hear what he just said? Let me run that back for y'all who didn't catch it.
Character looks like to an extent, and the people that don't care are irrelevant anyway, because let's go ahead and use a little bit of logic. So why would you ever put a ugly character in a video game? Well, I think that this serves no one. I don't think it serves anybody. Because for all the people that don't care whether the character looks good or not, well then those people are going to play or not play the game anyway, and the reasoning for that is going to be completely independent of the character's appearance. And for the people that are going to play a game or do care about a character's appearance, and they use that as a criteria of whether they like the character or not, and by the way, a lot of people say that people don't do this. If people didn't do this, microtransaction cosmetics would not be making billions of dollars, okay?
Did you hear what he just said? He just said, if people didn't care about the way that their character looked in video games, they wouldn't buy microtransactions. You cannot make this stuff up. Genius. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. I'm trying to think, what was the last game I played where I didn't like want to alter my character's appearance? I'm trying to think of what I played. Even in Black Myth Wukong. Even in Black Myth Wukong. What is happening in the chat? Is there beef in the chat right now? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for right now. I'm gonna. I don't even think Hypno is aware. What in the hell is? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ignore that for right now. Let me. That shit just threw me off. What was? Oh, okay. So, what was the last game I played where I didn't care about my character's appearance? Um, Even in Black Myth Wukong, you get like different armors and stuff. And I gotta be honest with you, like some of the armors be giving me bonuses and stuff, but I don't even be caring because I'm like, I want to look better. Pause. Yeah. Um, Strange behavior. But yeah, though, in Marvel Rivals, I bought skins. I'm sorry, as I've said before, I gotta admit, I'm that gamer. I'm the gamer that y'all have to blame. I'm sorry. I apologize to the entire gaming community. I'm the one buying the microtransactions. I'm sorry. Not the pay to win. Definitely not the pay to win. But I'm the one paying for $20 skins. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If my bank, I've been banking with Navy Federal since I was in high school. If Navy Federal came to me and added up every single charge I've ever made on a video game microtransaction, I'd probably be hurt. I'd be hurt. I'd be hurt, especially on skins. That's why I had to stop playing Fortnite. I stopped playing Fortnite because one, my homeboy had me checking the shop every day, and this nigga like that nigga's worse than me. That nigga got more Fortnite skins than you can imagine. I don't know what the hell going on in the chat. Let me just continue. But that's insane though. The people pay for skins, but they don't care about their appearance of their character. That's an insane. Somebody need to clip that.
Okay, like this is just such a completely stupid, delusional thing to say. They would not be able to sell all these cosmetics if people did not care about how they looked in video games. So that being said, and there's a million other examples I can use, like gotcha games, etc. But I think that let's just look at cosmetics as a meta thing, and then that immediately proves that people do care. Maybe you don't, but again, abstract sample. There are many people who do, and for the people who do care, I do think that having a character that is unappealing, unlikable, or just in general not something that people want to see, that's just unrelatable. I think that's another really component. Not necessarily what people don't want to see, but just in one way or another unrelatable. I think this serves literally zero purpose. And in fact, all it does is it serves to hurt the game. So let me explain why. Again, so you have all the people who are, they don't care about the way the character looks. They don't give a shit about it. They're going to play the game based off of the gameplay. Well, they've already made their decision, and the way the character looks, stated by them, is that they don't care. So then you only have the remaining people who do care about how a character looks. Now, do you think that more people care if a character is attractive or unattractive? Do you think that more people want a character inside of the group of people who care about the way a character looks? Are there more people inside of that group that want the character to be attractive or unattractive?
Well, so basically what he's saying is, if you have 500 people that were all going to buy your game, let's say for instance you make the lead character attractive, you got 500 people that were going to buy your game. 250 of them do not care about what the character looks like. They're going to play it regardless. 250 care about what the character looks like. You make the character attractive. Okay, cool. 500 people buy your game. Or you purposely make the character unattractive. Those 250 people were going to buy your game anyway. Now you got 250 people that's completely uninterested because they care about what their character looks like. Who won in that situation? Nobody. What? Guys, explain it to me. Explain it. What new audience, what new customers are you gaining from purposely making your characters look unattractive? You're not gaining anything. You're creating controversy for no reason. Don't hit me with that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Shit, Kim Kardashian has been the top bitch on the planet for almost 20 years. Everybody considers Kim Kardashian to be attractive. What are we talking about? Everybody considers Beyonce to be attractive. What are we talking about? Don't hit me with that BS. You gain nothing. Exactly, Zay. You gain nothing.
I'm just going to take the wild guess and think that they probably should think that the character should be hot. That's it. And
No, wait. The character doesn't need to be hot. Okay. You can get away. You can get away with a mid character. You can get away with a mid character. They don't have to be hot, right? Like not every female character needs to be like smoking hot. But don't hit us with this. You can make her mid, but let her keep her hair. Give her hair back. Why she gotta be bald? Put it in a ponytail. Put it in braids. You know what? You know what this calls for, guys? There's some squabbling going on in the chat.
Teach your man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
Matter of fact, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Oh, no. That's the wrong one, too. Where is it? There you go.
Yeah! They squabbling out there now. Yeah!
What in the world? What the hell is happening in the chat?
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.